Okay, so here we are at Maker Faire 2009 with one of my favorites this year. So why don't you tell us who you are and what you came to the fair with this year?
Absolutely. I'm Mykle Hansen. My partner Brady Clark and I invented the speed vest. The speed vest is for bicyclists. It displays the speed at which you're bicycling in lighted numbers on your back. It's a great visibility device, and it also shows traffic that bicycles are not that slow and have an official place in traffic. As you can see, I'm unicycling now at approximately 33 miles per hour.
Wow, that's impressive.
I've been practicing.
I can tell. So explain to me, how does this work? How does the wiring work?
Sure, well, it's a pretty simple idea. Down here you'll see normal bicycle speedometer parts. This magnet moves in front of this reed switch, which sends a pulse up through in here. In this pouch, there's a microcontroller that reads those pulses, knows the diameter of the wheel, and calculates the road speed by multiplying the rate of rotation by the distance.
Okay.
And then each one of these links of electroluminescent wire forms a number. Those are all hooked to pins of the microcontroller. And the microcontroller works out which number it wants to show, looks up the right pins in the pin phone book, and turns them on. This electroluminescent wire is a little bit trickier than going direct in, but that's basically how it works.
Okay, that's awesome. So where on earth did you come up with this idea, or how did this come about? So why on earth would you make a speed thing for a biker?
The idea originally came to Brady, my partner.
Okay.
He was bicycling at the speed limit, and a car was riding behind him, honking at him to pull over. And Brady was like, well, if this guy knew that I was actually driving the speed limit in my bicycle, would he still be so pushy about it? I think that there's a perception that people have that bicycling is a slow way to get around, when in fact it can be quite quick. And one thing that you'll see, once these are everywhere in America, is that it's really easy for just about anybody to get up to 15 miles per hour, which is the speed limit in some residential areas.
That makes sense.
So it shows that bicyclists are an official, respected, proper member of the roadway, and it conveys to them the authority that roadway signage kind of carries with it. It's a sort of a rolling traffic control device.
I love it. So do you think you get more respect? You've probably worn this, so have you been getting more respect when you have it on?
I think so. What's interesting is that the effect that it has is had on people behind me who I'm bicycling away from. So to study this is tricky. Brady and I sometimes ride around with one of us wearing it and the other one following at a distance, observing, or video camera taking. Well, it's definitely, everybody sees it. So just the visibility improvement in bicycling alone is really nice and worthwhile. And so far, no one has run us off the road while wearing it. So that's an encouraging sign. Might need a longer study to really prove that that's statistically significant.
And where are you going to go from here? What's your thought? Are you going to the world?
This is a prototype. We have a new, much more sophisticated and sleek version that I can't talk very much about. But we're talking with a few different people who have expressed interest in distributing, in purchasing, in manufacturing. And we're just kind of reaching out to people like that right now, trying to see if they want to get involved with it, or whether we want to go the maker route with it, which we also have a lot of respect for, and enable people to make it themselves, which would also be really fun.
That makes sense. That's great. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming to Maker Faire.